Hey everybody, I welcome you all back to my channel Infotainment, and in this video I will show you how do we apply for the encumbrance certificate or EC online. And it's a very simple process which would hardly take a couple of minutes rather than going through an agent and paying lot of money. It's hardly a very simple process with very minimal cost, right? So what you'll have to do is just go on to Google and search for Kaveri online, and like you see it is called Kaveri 2.0 with lot of updates. So this is particularly for Karnataka. So I am just going to open it, and you see that this is how the portal would look. So in case it is appearing in Kannada, you can just click on the toggle button here and it can turn over to English. And if you are visiting this particular website for the very first time, you have to click on register and enter your first name, middle name, last name, gender, email ID, mobile number, and a security question, so that can help you while resetting your password in case you forget. So yeah, you can select any of these, type in the answer for the question and enter the captcha and hit register. So I already have my account registered, so I'm not doing it now. But yeah, if you are doing it for the first time, then this is what you have to start with. And once you do it, you will receive an email which says the Kaveri online, or Kaveri 2.0 login credentials, which would look something like this. And then later what happens is you can just click on login, and so you can just punch in your mail ID, which is usually your username, and the password that you find on your email that you receive from Kaveri online. Just type in the captcha, and then you will receive an OTP on your mobile number as well as the email. So there you go, I have my OTP 5201. So I just hit login, boom, and you're into the portal. Here you can see the name you have given in the top right, and if you want to reset or change your password, you can just click on this profile icon just to change password and change it. If you scroll down a little, you can see the applications that you have previously applied for, and once you apply, you can also do the rest of the processes over here. So if you scroll down, here you have the other services like stamp duty or fee calculation, encumbrance certificate, how you apply it online, and those kind of things. So I'll just show you for encumbrance certificate. So if you are applying for an EC or anything, right, so you always have to start a new application first, and then these are the different kinds of things you can do. You can do document registration, like you bought a new flat, you bought a land, you know or the marriage certificate registration and those kind of things. So everything has to be done through this portal itself. So what you can do is I can just click on encumbrance certificate because I'm applying for EC. Make sure you go through all of this because these are things which are necessary. That is particularly the asset number, khata number, or the PID, the property identification number or identification document, and required fields, required details that are necessary to be filled in the respective fields. E-sign is mandatory, and for which Aadhaar number is needed. And obviously you can pay through net banking, UPI, credit card, or debit card, but I recommend net banking because when I did my different kinds of payments, I felt net banking was reliable compared to UPI that I used. So I think going with net banking is the best compared to UPI or any other options. So Adobe Reader is needed to view it. So I'll just hit continue. So here it will ask you for two options if you're applying for an EC or encumbrance certificate which is after the 1st of Jan 2004 or before that. So let's see how do we apply after, right? So the moment you click on that, now it gives you two options to search by property number or the party name. So you can search by two methods, but I think the reliable one would definitely be the property number. And if you are looking for where to find all these details, where do I know which district it belongs to, taluka or the Hubli or town, I would recommend you to refer to the EC, earlier EC what you already have, or that can also be found, if you have Dishank app and you know the survey number. So you can quickly go to the Dishank app and check on that particular survey number what is the detail for district, taluka, and Hubli. Right. So for now, I'll just show you for one particular property. Let's say, for example, I'm looking for a property somewhere located in, let's say, Rajajinagar. So you can see a huge list of districts over here, and so I'm going to select Rajajinagar, and under taluka, let's go and select Bangalore North. So if you don't find the taluka that you're looking for here, maybe you can go back to district and make changes so that appropriately the taluka list would be chosen or shown. So here, let's say, for example, I want to go and look at Yashwantpura Hubli. Let's say I want to look at Abhigere village. Okay, and then you'll have to select the property type. Is it agricultural, non-agricultural, anything on those? And let's say, for example, you have an apartment, and for that you're downloading an EC. So I'm going to select a non-agricultural, and so these are really necessary in order to search the property type, right? So property number type. So these are various things that you can use in order to search, and some of the prominent things which are often used or which are reliable is the survey number. So you can just hit survey number, and you can find the survey number on the bbmp tax paid receipt if your property is coming under the bbmp limits, or you can also find it on the sale deed, and you can just punch in, let's say, for example, I'm going to punch in something like 8/1. Okay, so I'm going to punch in something like 8/1, and let's say I want to add in more filters or more conditions. That the way it works is any of the one condition is met, then that is shown below, right? So what I can do is I can just hit add more, and I can go on, let's say, for example, I have the bbmp PID or say apartment number or anything on those lines. I can just say select bbmp PID and put in the PID, which you find it again on the bbmp tax paid receipt. So you can just do this, and the most reliable one is always a survey number. So I'm gonna just hit remove. If you think that you need them, then you can keep it. Sometimes what happens is with the details whatever you provide, if at all it is not able to find any list or any property, then it will be empty. I'll just show you how does it look. So you'll have to enter all the boundaries, what is on the east, west, north, south, which you can find it on the sale deed, and briefly describe the property. Let's say, for example, if at all you own a flat, you just have to say it is flat located on so and so floor, so and so block of the apartment, and maybe it might have a car parking, or so and so is the UDS, that is undivided share, and the super built up area and stuff like that. And that again can be copied directly from the sale deed itself. So if it's a property, then you'll have to enter in the the dimension in terms of square feet if you want, or in terms of square meters as well. So let's just say, for example, let's say I have a property of 1000 square feet, and here it will ask me for the duration. So what I will do is, let's say, for example, I want to know what is the status from 1st February till date. So I'm gonna just hit search. Okay, so this is how it's gonna look, and this is your EC, and this is just for the purpose of information. And you can see that these the different details that you have, and you can see the details of who has borrowed the loan, and what is the registration number, registration details, and those kind of things. So when is it borrowed, and everything. So yeah, I think so this is where you can see that so it is the title deed that is registered. It is a title deed that is registered, and you can see you can see all the details with respect to khata. So whatever you punch in here, the description, the same thing gets used for searching. So you can just see everything that is populated over here. And you can also download this download this particular thing, but then you can just click on the download icon over here, which says only for information. So you can, if you think that you want a signed copy of the EC, you can just click here, checkbox these two, and then hit proceed. And then the application form gets successfully submitted. And then what you'll have to do is you can just hit make payment, and here you can read all of these details, right? Like I already pointed out, this particular time frame wherein it goes into maintenance, hence it's not recommended. So I can just hit continue, and so it'll take me to the mode of payment. What I can do is I can just hit the net banking or NEFT or RTGS. So you can go to the bank and deposit the challenge. So I can just hit net banking. Type of payment can be any of the three gateways that you can use. Let's say for example you want to go with ICICI gateway. Just punch in the captcha. So it is gonna be N for you. So I will just hit, and then I just hit submit. So as you can see, it's pretty fast, and you can see that it has all the options of card, net banking, UPI, and scan and pay. I think scan and pay is more like it will show you a UPI QR code which will request you the sum of money, that is 40 rupees, and you can see the reference number on the top right, which you can use in order to track in if at all the payment fails, or payment is successful. So you can, if you're going with net banking, you can just select the bank. Let's say for example you want to go with Axis Bank. You can just hit pay now, and then it will take you to the Axis Bank login page, and you can just put in your credentials, hit login, put in whatever transaction password or the OTP that it requests for, and then you can proceed. Once you do that, something like this, you can see the once you do the payment successfully, if you're doing it, then you get a transaction receipt, something like this, and with the status as payment successful. But because I canceled the payment, it says the payment is failed at the payment gateway. So this is how it works, and you can use this bank reference number if you want to track it and find where the glitch is, right? And once you are done with that, you can hit return to application, and when you scroll down here, you can see that you can see the application number which says TMP EC and followed by certain digits. And then you're on the right, you can see under the action column, make payment or delete application, because I've not made the payment. And if you have made the payment successfully, you see another button here below which says verify challan. So you can hit verify challan, and once you hit verify challan, what happens is you will be able to verify the challan, and then you have to e-sign. So again, if you open the application like this, somewhere over here you will be able to find a particular button which says e-sign, which you will have to enter your Aadhaar number, and you will receive an OTP. And then once you enter the OTP, that is when the document actually gets e-signed. And once that is done, you can go back to the home portal, and here you will see under the actions tab something called form 22, and under the application status it says allocated to FDA or SDA from SRO. So, and you can download the form 22 as well. It will tell you which particular sub-registrar office or the SRO where this application should be coming from, and what is the duration they should take, and everything. So the moment you register, there is a Sakala ID which is under the Sakala Act. That means to say within 3 days they're supposed to get you the EC, the signed copy of the EC. So that is how it is going to be. And yep, I think that was a pretty quick video on how do you apply for an EC or how do you download an EC. So a quick call out is, if you think that you don't need a signed copy of the EC, then what you can just do is, like I showed during the process, you can just download the search data, whatever it shows, and you can just say, you can just download it and just print it out. So that is just kind of a search result, but that is not a signed copy. And if you want a signed copy from the sub registrar, which is e-signed, then you'll have to pay 40 rupees, or the fees is slightly different, and it will totally depend on the search you make. So yep, I think if I vaguely remember, it's about 5 rupees as a search fees, and I think it's somewhere around 25 rupees or so per year, so something like that. And so that was a pretty quick process of how do we apply for EC. So thank you so much for watching the video. Hope you have liked it, found it informative, and hope you are able to download the EC. If you have anything which you're not able to do, please feel free to put your thoughts in the comment section below. So also I'll be dropping the links of all of this in the description of the video, so that you can go back and check and get your EC at the quickest. Thank you.